那个新年的明天有哦，昨天他跟我讲，明天有12点，我没有confirm他，不知道还有没有位。看还是不要去了。没有多余的钱啊，没有多余的钱。
Thousands of his courtiers were seized and taken north where they died in captivity. But his brother fled beyond the reach of the invaders across the Yangtze River. Vast numbers of refugees followed. Get a great sense of a Chinese medieval village from here, don't you? The big difference would be that today the houses are made out of brick and concrete, and they would have been wooden-framed, wooden-fronted houses like those old ones over there. The people here were not scholars and bureaucrats, they were boatmen and dockers and warehousemen. And among the millions who fled south was the poet Li Qingzhao.
Those who lived in the west of the Yangtze River basin fled east. Those in the north fled south. Those in the hills fled to the cities. Those in the cities fled to the hills. And in the end, there was no one who was not uprooted. I myself, Li Qingzhao, fled upstream, crossed the river near the rapids, and got to Jinhua. There I found a place to live in the house of the Chen family. And there, after all the terror and all the hardship, I found some peace of mind.
And so the patient and long-suffering Chinese people set out once more, as they have so often, to rebuild, refusing to
慢慢来，不要紧张，拿这样多家，这样厉害，3家，你知道吗？
The Chinese civilization reborn in what we call the Southern Zone.
Up to this point, the South has been politically and to some degree economically somewhat more peripheral to the North, but now is the moment when that completely changes. more and more commerce and so on is developing in the south, and the economy booms. China is in a sense moving. It's moving from this very northern orientation, a northern east-west orientation, to a much more compact southeastern orientation that tends to be how we think of China now.
The site they chose for the new capital was a then unimportant place called Hangzhou, standing on the
警察
West
我
Lake,
跟你讲
one
啊
of